Well, hi, it's me, Michelle Crawford. Looks like I'm live. I'm down here on my floor today because I have so much stuff to show you from the Emerald Cup. It's all too much. It's all too much. It's all too much. It was a pretty amazing cup. And the most amazing part for me was getting to hang out with my Canna besties. We had Kirsty Chadsey of Kirsty Chadsey Coaching, and we can and we had Whitney Deathridge of Canapathic, I think is her name. And we had so much fun. We both went to CCI. All three of us went to CCI, so we know each other. And you know, when you meet friends online and then you get to meet people in like real life and you're like, this is so great. That's exactly what happened. What? Meanwhile, I have cards, swag, really rad aprons that I bought. This one's for my bestie, not my Canna bestie, but my bestie. Um, and this one's for a student. Look at it, or it could be for me. I'm not sure. Look at that. So great. Then I got some, and that was from Julianne McCoy, Material Girls Handmade Aprons. What? We had a really lovely time talking. I got a sweet t-shirt from, I think this is Burr's Place. Yes, Burr's Place Organics. Beautiful booth, gorgeous. I think I met Camille there and another girl. Oh my goodness, what is in here? So much swag, like just endless stuff. Wow, so much. What have we got? Smells like joints. Living Soil Cosmic Grass. One Straw Farm and Burr Place Farm. And oh, I like these people. Dino Myco. I'm into mycological root. I don't know if you call them inputs or just like the kinds of root additives that help the mycorrhizae of like make your roots have a great advantage. I bought some wonderful flower products from Dry Flower Eel River Valley, and they gave me some sunflower seed mix to go with my cannabis. Dry Farm Cannabis. What? I also attended a panel on the subject. It was really cool. Sticky Fields. Met this guy twice. He came with one strain and sold it out, I think. Oh my goodness. The menu from We Are Craft. This is Moon Made. This is Radical. This is Revive. This is Cosmic View. This is Equilibrium Genetics. We bought some seeds from them. This is a lot of great people that I'll be coming back to. Phytofacts, SC Labs, and Molecular Genetics. Wow, so many cards. So many cards. Something really cool that a lot of people had was scratch and sniff. You could scratch and sniff and smell some of their strains. Custom scratch and sniff stickers. That was rad. This was One Straw Farm had scratch and sniff. Humboldt Seeds had scratch and sniff. Some other people. Ooh, sustainability. You're like, where's the weed, Michelle? That's what happens when you're a weed nerd. Sometimes you're just there to like meet other weed nerds and geek out over the industry and stuff like that. And you're like just getting cards and stuff and not even looking at like flowers. But let's see. I know I have some flower in here. I would say the flower was exceptional. I wish I had some like frosty picks. If I had money, I would be like, show frosty picks now of frosty nugs. But oh my god, this bag, I should show the front, is pretty much flower. Shopping the farmers market of the best craft cannabis in California, which means the world, is a heady experience, and I don't mean that from just a cannabis perspective. The terpenes, the sights, the smells, the beautiful trichomes just frosting the flowers. You've just never seen or smelled cannabis grown like this before ever in your life. Sierra Kind, lemon cherry gelato, blueberry pancakes. Oh yeah, I remember these people. I was like, yes, sell me the flight of your cannabis. I remember standing there at their booth, Sierra Kind, and meeting the master grower. The oh my gosh, he had a title, not like botanist, but horticulturalist or something like that, and somebody else. And they gave me a little smell flight, and they started me with Oreos. And then the next one was like lemon cherry gelato. And then blueberry pancake was last because they knew it was such a bomb that if you start with like the bomb, like terp, killer first, then you're just dead for the rest of them. So it was a very smart flight at Sierra Kind, I have to say. Oh, and that's just the beginning. I mean, you guys, there is so much to be had here. Oh, I had a really wonderful experience with Papa and Barkley. Let me just tell you, I'm now like a total fan of Guy Record. He spoke at the Emerald Cup past winners panel, talking about how being an Emerald Cup winner was a special experience, how it changed the business for him. Also, Alice of Wook Winery, and oh gosh, I'm so bad at all the names. But Guy was there speaking on behalf of Papa and Barkley, which you may know as a Wellness California brand in topicals and stuff, but which you may not have known is also an award-winning solventless hash and rosin company. They are killing it, just killing it on every level. Like when you start to understand cannabis, you see the connection between concentrates and infused products. Even in myself, in my course and in my own experience with cannabis, trying to make topicals like weed lube, for example, and looking at the ingredients of it and being like, oh, it's an extract of cannabis and some oil. That doesn't seem too hard. And that taking me all the way to now teaching homemade health, teaching people how to make their own tinctures and topicals and concentrates, and thereby empowering them to infuse their whole lives with cannabis, basically. I have to say, I'm not surprised at all that Papa and Barkley went into that space. I'm so happy that they did, because it's a company that I feel like you can trust and has your best interest at heart, at the same time as trying to like do their best in business and provide an amazing experience for the customer. So again, super fangirling out on Guy. He gave me they're excellent gummies. Why am I standing here talking about their gummies when I said they won awards for hash and other concentrates? Because the gummies are not just great gummies, not just made with love, not just made with organic ingredients and all the good stuff, but also artisanally inspired flavor-wise with the taste and smell of cannabis, weed flavored. And I know that sounds weird, right? Because a lot of people don't like weed flavor. Like my family, for example, that was their main point of contention after the stigma, was like, oh, I don't want to smell like weed. I want to taste the weed. And I worked really hard in my tincture and topical making to develop some methods to reduce taste. However, for me as a connoisseur of cannabis, I love weed flavor, and I hate, not hate, but it's not my favorite to buy confections or products in the cannabis industry that are not weed flavor forward. So I'm so proud and happy to see a company take the artisan route. I know there are others. It's just unfortunate, since I'm such a DIYer, I don't go out into the market and buy a ton of weed gummies. They're not really like my favorite thing anyway. But I'll tell you what, I've always loved, like Kiva is a chocolate brand out here that has these delicious and award-winning blueberries covered with chocolate. And the thing that I always loved about them is that they actually have a taste of cannabis to them, like a delicious taste of cannabis, something I thought was intentional. Intentional taste of cannabis. This is Maui pineapple. It's so good. Those of you who are connoisseurs of cannabis understand me if you think about pineapple being one of your favorite terpene profiles and flavor profiles of cannabis. Oh my God. I was on the low-key hunt for an old fashioned strain that I personally love. It's called In the Pines. And recently 710 Labs sent out something on the list where they had In the Pines at the same time as, or crossed with, I think it was Skittles. And so they called it Pines with a Z. And I was so stoked about that and went on to the list to buy it, and it was sold out. So I didn't get to try. The only time I've seen In the Pines for like years. Would love to try that again. So if you are a fan of cannabis flavored things, if you are like love the smells and tastes of cannabis, and you are in a state where you can get Papa and Barkley's, California is my guess, try these gummies. They are artisanal. They are high end. If you ask me, we're looking at the, not just Coach, we're looking at the Ferragamo We're looking at like, the I don't know, Louis Vuitton, the LV bag, ladies. This is if you love the taste of cannabis, this is your LV bag of that experience. So, all right, I have a ton of things to go through. Look at all these bags of stuff I have to sort. I have people to email. I have cannabis to smell. I have concentrates to try that are award winning from great brands like Kalia, like um, I don't know, so many. And I can't wait to show it all to you when I get it sorted. Until then, I just wanted to say I had a wonderful time at the Emerald Cup. It was great to hang out with my friends. And it looks like we might be getting a group together for the SoCal Awards show. So we'll see about that. More on that later. In the meantime, stay high, stay happy, stay healthy. And hey, if you're interested in learning how to DIY with cannabis, stay with me. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.